Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotion for you this Wednesday. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to start by sharing a quick reading from David Kuntz's Quiet Mind. This is a meditation on taking chances. Chance is the pseudonym of God when he did not want to sign. Théophile Gautier. So often, good things happen as a result of taking a chance on a losing bet. It's a form of paradox. What seems to be the wise course isn't necessarily. The expected outcome is replaced by a surprise. Years ago, while I was working at a social service agency, a young man of about 25 approached me with a typical hard luck story. He was AWOL from the Army. He was broke and wanted to borrow money for bus fare to return to his Army base in Kansas, where he planned to turn himself in and try to work things out. Oh, sure, likely story. If you give him the money, you're more naive than I thought, was one supervisor's direct way of stating his opinion. Others agreed with him, so did I, so I said no to the soldier. But he was determined, and in the end his determination prevailed. I loaned him the money. Of course, I didn't tell anyone at the agency, and about an hour after I gave him the money and he quickly disappeared, I had profound remorse. Live and learn, I said to myself. Live and learn indeed. I got the money back, with $5 interest, in the mail about 2 months later. With it was a simple note that said, "Thank you for trusting me." But I didn't trust him, I thought. No one trusted him. Then again, I must have trusted him at least for a moment, and it was in that moment that I acted. Of course, most of the time, you don't get the money back. So, the human heart wants to trust, and sometimes it works out. Once in a while, take a chance. The occasional surprise is worth the failures. Saints, I know that I personally am a pretty risk-averse and sometimes even a little cynical and pessimistic kind of person. It's hard for me to take chances, especially when I don't think that they have much likelihood of working out. What do you think? Are you like that? Do you find it easy or hard to go out on a limb? I know that it may not be in our nature to want to take chances and to want to take risks and to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I was struck by this as I was thinking about this meditation and the recent stories that we've seen in the lectionary as we've followed it through the Gospel of Mark, through the middle section of Mark. There are so many stories of people who took chances with Jesus. I mean, there are the disciples who choose to follow him in the first place. There was the man who had the legion of demons who took the chance to go to Jesus and to see what would happen, and Jesus healed him. There's the man Jairus, the leader in the synagogue, who took a great big chance to ask Jesus for help for his daughter. And meanwhile, there was the woman with the flow of blood for 12 years who took the chance to grab hold of his garment, saying to herself, if I can just touch the hem of his cloak, I'll be healed. There are the disciples after Jesus comes home to Nazareth, and they see what kind of rejection he experiences there. Who they are told that when he sends them out, they're going to probably face the same kind of thing. They take the chance to go out into Galilee and to share his message. And in all of these stories, I get the impression that the gospel is meant for risk takers. That the story of the good news of God's kingdom coming into the world and the transformation that is going to lead to for all of us is a story for people willing to take chances. It's not a story for those who want to keep everything locked up and neat and tidy. We can't really engage with Jesus without being willing to take risks, can we? So I've heard that phrase before about chance being the pseudonym of God. I'd never known who to attribute it to before, so I'm glad for this meditation that gave me a name. But I think that's such a wonderful idea, that when things work out better than expected, when things just kind of fit together in a new way, in a way that we hadn't planned for, maybe sometimes we should step back and notice God is at work. And of course, for that to happen, we've got to be willing to take some chances. So Saints, that's your devotion for this week. I want you to think about what are the chances that you may have taken in the past. Think about the ones that that you're glad you took, the ones that really led you somewhere good. And think about the chances that you might be afraid to take right now. Think about those risks that you might think you just don't have the ability to see through. Consider this week, what chances might God be asking you to take? That's your devotional. I hope it's helpful and worth thinking about for you. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. I'll be praying for you, saints. Please keep praying for me, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.